of Alert Logic. We're at the Tier 1 Summit in Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So the last time you were on our radar, you were the CEO of WHIR Center, and now you've moved on to Alert Logic. Why don't you tell me how that transition happened and why you went with Alert Logic?
Well, great. Thanks for asking. Alert Logic caught my attention because they were locked into a business strategy that I really believe in. Having run a hosting company, I learned at WHIR Center that hosting companies love to wrap services and other products around their core offerings to enhance the customer experience. But to do that, they need these other services to have fast time to market, easy provisioning, and be profitable for them. So that's what we do at Alert Logic. We bring new revenue streams and new profit and more profit to hosting companies. I think our business model is unique, but I think as the industry progresses, as cloud offerings become more real, I think our business model will become a very important part of the industry. So we've got a great opportunity here to build a leader in a growing niche.
And you deal a lot with managed security services.
That's right.
So why are managed security services in such high demand right now?
Well, I'd say three things primarily drive that. One is compliance. Compliance is becoming a bigger and bigger part of our lives. Second is security is becoming more and more critical and important. The third is that compliance and security technologies are hard to implement on your own. So, a great example of compliance is PCI. In fact, Dan Golding spoke about that in his keynote this morning. If you take credit cards in the course of running your business, you're required to be in compliance with PCI's data security standard. But to do that, you have to implement technologies like intrusion detection, vulnerability scanning, and log management that we offer. Security, equally important. Every week you read a new article about malicious attacks that have resulted in hackers stealing credit card information. And then to implement the types of technologies that we deliver on your own, buying it from a third party is typically capital intensive. Integrating it requires specialized skills that tend to be expensive. So the managed security service value proposition that you asked about, it eliminates the CapEx requirement and eliminates the need the requirement to go hire expensive skills. So that's, when you overlay the growth in compliance and security, that's what's driving growth in managed security services.
Okay, now you mentioned earlier that it's kind of difficult for small hosting providers to do this on their own, like everything you've just mentioned. So why would they go towards Alert Logic in order to get these services?
Yeah, well, that's I think at the heart of our strategy and our business. Clearly, you have to have great technology to be in the security segment at all, and we do. But what differentiates us from everybody else in the sector is our SaaS delivery model, our go-to-market strategy, and then our service provider integration framework. So, we are a software as a service provider within the security and compliance space, and for us that means that we implement an appliance on your network. We have that appliance communicate securely with our proprietary technology, which runs on our own cloud-based infrastructure, and we overlay our managed services on top of that in a way that's integrated with our own technology, and that allows us to present a user interface that contains reporting and other key data through a web portal. The combination of those four things, appliance, back-end cloud infrastructure, managed services, and user interface, is easier, more effective, and cheaper to implement than taking any other approach involving third-party technology. Nobody else on the market brings those four pieces together the way we do. The second thing is our go-to-market model, which is a very service provider-centric go-to-market model. As I mentioned earlier, service providers want more revenue, more profit, and additional services to complement their core offerings. That's what we're focused on, but we do it in a way that allows service providers to make money. We don't make money unless our service provider partner's making money. No CapEx required up front, and we fold into the way they do business, which is exactly what the third piece of our differentiation strategy is all about. Our service provider integration framework allows us to do business the way service providers do business. So, at WHIR Center, I always wanted to do business with software and solutions providers that understood how hosting companies operate. And very few of them really got it, frankly. But you know, AlertLogic is a company run by people from the hosting industry, built for hosting companies, which means that we want to weave our solutions into the fabric of the operations of a hosting provider. We're in the market today we have a long list of hosting providers as customers today. We intend to have more, and we believe that leading that segment of the market is going to be very important going forward.
So how long have you been with AlertLogic?
Coming up on 2 months.
Ooh, new job.
A new job. It's been a lot of fun.
They being nice to you?
They're very nice. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no hazing or anything?
Well, that may be coming, but not yet.
All right, cool. Well, it's been lovely talking to you today. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know this is like a busy time for you guys to meet everybody. So thanks very much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure.